Recently, I built 6 builds in 6 days, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at one of them, the Castle Pumpkin Farm. For this build was for a competition, and one of the requirements was that I couldn't use any tiles or curved slopes, so I had to use plain slopes, bricks, and a few snot techniques to achieve the smooth surfaces. As you can see for the water, I put blue bricks on their side to make the water more smooth, and used inverted slopes at the bottom to create a more rounded effect. Because I couldn't use tiles, it doesn't quite match up properly, and I couldn't fill in the gaps at the bottom, but I think it's pretty good and a good compromise. The build was meant to be quite studded for the competition, but I wanted to both keep this and innovate on what a studded build can be. So I covered up a lot of it with plants and other decorative features. As you can see, I used the medium nougat hose elements wrapped around poles to make fences and placed a lot of pumpkins in the middle. As for the castle itself, the story goes that this is an old Black Falcon's castle that they have abandoned, and now a farmer has moved in and is using it as a home and a farm for his pumpkin patch. I added quite a few animals, including a few birds, which we'll get to later, and I covered the castle in vines to make it seem a bit more abandoned and a bit more cohesive with the surrounding environment. I also used the slopes to make the edges a bit more jagged, making it seem more crumbling. At the top, we've got a falcon and a minifigure showing it off. At the bottom, we've got a fisherman and a farmer in the pumpkin patch, as well as the man at the top. Over on the side of the build, we have an owl from the Harry Potter Ford Anglia set and a little tree, as well as a small bird at the top. This is the nest technique I showed in my trees video, so make sure to check that out if you want to know how to build it. I also included a sheep and 2 rabbits. At the back of the build, I added some of those brown horn pieces to be like some roots sticking out of the castle from the tree at the top. And that's all for this video. Next week we'll be continuing the builds, and make sure to like and subscribe.